So we have here some FBS and FCS football scores update here for week 12, 2024 in the FBS here in the FCS. We have Illinois leading Michigan State 31-16. That was on FS1. That was part of 3 college football games, but the an NCAA men's basketball game on FS1. They did. Right before this game, so they had 3 games, kind of staggered times instead of their normal times like noon Eastern, 3:30 Eastern, and 7 Eastern. But then we have CW Network has Syracuse leading ACC newcomer California 30-17 Syracuse. The CW Network picks up the games that would be on. One game is on ECC, was on Fox Sports Regional Networks. CW Pack, when Spally Sports took over. They took over that package, got rid of, and they had one with Stadium. They had American Stad, and it was on Steam Network channels. They had that deal with, or was the American Games Conference, some American sporting events, or like Conference USA or something like that. I think it was like American Conference USA. Maybe it's Conference USA. No, it's Conference USA. That's what it was. It's Conference USA games on that Fox Sports Network. So they shut that down too. And the CW picked up the ACC package, however, for football and men's and women's basketball. They did, it just was the same package. It was just switched over to CW Network. And the CW is getting more focused on sports. But there, Syracuse is leading California 30-17. Sam Houston State and Kennesaw State 10-0 with 6 minutes to go. 13:07 to go in that one. In the fourth, Utah State leading Hawaii 45-3. Number 4 Penn State leading Purdue 28-3. Late 32 in the third quarter on CS. And the Hawaii Utah State and Mount Western and Logan Oaks in those areas, Hawaii and Utah State. In Utah, probably. And like Utah, at least in the Utah State fan area, at least in that. We have Sam Houston, Kennesaw State 10. I guess that's the ESPN Plus. We have Boston College. An upset over SMU by a point. 21-20 SMU is the second team out in the college football playoff. 21-20. Boston College beat the SMU. Well, 7 to go in the third. Where Notre Dame plays a lot of ACC teams. That's because Notre Dame is primarily, but they also play some non-ACC schools. And that's because they're ACC football. In other sport, every sport besides football, they are. So they're agreeing with a lot of schools to play there. And we have Notre Dame 20. It's 10:59 in the third NBC 20 in Virginia. 26-20 SMU leads Basketball 8:52 in the third ESPN on the AC Network. Lead Stanford 21-13. Well, the games in the CW Network, they're getting a little bit better pulled than the AC Network. Before it was the games that would typically not be on the AC, when the AC Network, before the AC Network existed, so when the Fox Sports Regional package was the thing. But the CW has a little bit better pull than it's basically the games that because the ESPN has rights to all AC games, ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN. So the games that wouldn't be on would get regulated to the ACC Network, and that's one of them. Syracuse at California is the best game that got relegated to AC Network, or it would get relegated to AC Network. LSU 13-10 over number 22. LSU 13-10 lead over Florida 5-4 on ABC ESPN Plus. We have Air Force leading Oregon State 2-0. 12:50 in the fourth. South Florida leading Charlotte 21-10. 12:01 in the third. Charlotte with the loss would not be bold on this in the ESPN Plus. Halftime on Fox. Nebraska UC 14-0. Baylor 23-25 over West Virginia 28. Baylor leads West Virginia on ESPN 2. Troy and Georgia Southern. Troy is not knowledge about Georgia Southern. They're leading 10-3-7 over Troy. 12-13. Old Dominion in trying to get to bowl eligibility. They're 24-2 Lord James and ESPN on the SC South Carolina trying to keep their hopes alive for the college football playoff. They're up 2-6 over Missouri with 4 sets in the first half. Arkansas State, Georgia State, San Antonio, East Coast. And we have Ohio State beat Northwestern 31-7. Texas beat Arkansas 28-10. Colorado beat number 17. Colorado beat Utah 49-24. We have Clemson 24-20 over Pittsburgh. No. Tulane 35-0 over Navy. Liberty 35-34. Beat Western Kentucky low scoring game 12-7. An upset. Auburn beat Louisiana 31-18. Marshall over Coastal Carolina 46. Kentucky over Murray State 32-10. 52-7. Number 10 Alabama over Mercer 34-31. F8 Jacksonville State over 18-15. Temple over F8. There are some games left on television, except the only ones not. There's a few not televised. 2 South Alabama, Louisiana, and Mississippi Southern West State. Oh, it's their televised, just not streaming for ESPN Plus. So we have a rain delay here at Montana. It is fourth quarter here, but we can see the play here. 6:40 in the fourth. It is actually a rain delay here. After the incomplete pass, a 2nd down and 10. We have about 6:40 to go. We have Jackson State beat Alabama State 16-10 in the first quarter. 19-13 Alcorn State beat Purdue A&M 8:47. We have Incarnate Ward beating Steve Austin 27-20. Incarnate Ward needs this win to stay in the FCS playoffs hunt to pitch. We have North Dakota State blowing out Missouri State 49-14 with 9 with 2-3 in the third. 24-17 Utah Tech beating West Georgia. 2 up-and-comers to FCS. Utah Tech was last year in FCS, and West Georgia's this year. Lamar over Nichols 17-7. Eastern Washington blowing out Idaho State 56-28. San Diego over Stetson 35-0. San Diego looking to stay in the FCS title picture. They're on the edge looking in. Maybe at 9-3, they'll get an at-large. Halftime. It's third quarter. South Carolina State looking to be in the FCS title picture. They are winning this game over Morgan State. Is 40-7. They're blown out Morgan State. Copley being Sacramento State. Or it's 10-0 now with, or it's 17-10 Copley over Sacramento State. 3-10 the second. And Southern 14-0, 5-3-2 second. All games are in ESPN Plus and FCS. Richmond keeps their host streak, keeps FCS title hopes alive. Richmond clinches a share of the Coastal Athletic Association title. Delaware, Rhode Island. Delaware, they have the, or if they have a tiebreaker, or Delaware, but Rhode Island, if they lose to William and Mary, but beat Rhode Island, and Rhode Island wins their game over Bryant, which they should, but Richmond could lose to William and Mary, though Richmond could. So we'll see. So they would have the tiebreakers, sure then. They would come down to tiebreakers with Rhode Island. But Rhode Island might win an overall record. Villanova falls to Monmouth. But Villanova is still in the FCS title picture. But they have one loss, FBS Maryland. However, though, that does hurt them losing to the 5-6 Monmouth team. Now 5-6 Monmouth team. Townsend 31-13 over NCT, 24-2 Infirmary over East Tennessee State. Youngstown State 39-3 over Northern Iowa. Presbyterian 42-23 over Marist. Rock Dane 26-14 over Valparaiso. Yale 42-20 over Princeton. Columbia 21-12 over Brown. 38-19 Norfolk State over Delaware State. Central Connecticut 35-33 over Morris. Central Connecticut still has hopes for hopes. They play Duquesne and they would have the automatic qualifier with a win over Duquesne. Duquesne beat Wagner 42-21, 34-27. St. Francis P. Overland, Merrimack 31-20 over Sacred Heart 31-2 over Merrimack. 45-17 Lehigh over Colgate. 40-3 Polycross over Button. 42-10 Lafayette over Stonehill. William Mary 22-12 over Bryant. 41-22 Delaware beat Campbell. So Delaware is one of those. Delaware is a good chance to obviously go in the FCS playoffs. If they are to win, over Villanova, that would give them a really good shot in the FCS playoffs. 11-1. Or 10-1, excuse me, my bad, 10-1. So that would be a huge win for Delaware. Either way, they're still in pretty good shape, though, but there's some teams that might play 12 games if they don't. So, but that would give them maybe another advantage, but if they lost. But New Hampshire upset Stony Brook. 31-30 New Hampshire. It was probably all the FCS title, but Stony Brook might be on the edge now. Just on the edge of that loss. Eastern I beat Charleston Southern 16-13. Illinois State 31-18 over Indiana State. Illinois State keeps their hopes alive. Just slightly. South Dakota beats North Dakota. 42-30. The only loss was to South Dakota State. They lost to. And they lost to FBS Wisconsin. They can't start even Portland State, however. So they would have a good game against North Dakota State, a big one. They have to see if they win that one. So one loss FBS team. That doesn't come. They don't come too bad though in FCS. So FBS losses, but FBS win really hopes so. FBS loss so really doesn't hurt you. Only base versus FCS teams really. Mississippi Valley State gets their first win of the year with a strong second quarter. Or Florida A&M University, FAMU They fell to 20. Mississippi Valley State gets their first win. 24-21. Western Carolina beats VMI 58-28. Morehead State beats Morehead State upset straight 29-20. Drake lost to South Dakota, a really good team. But they canceled all their games, so they're only playing 11 games. So, but they still might be in the title. But 9-2, 10-2 teams really have the advantage. Butler goes to 9-2 with their win over St. Thomas, Minnesota. St. Thomas, Minnesota falls to 5-6 in the season. They'll wrap up their season next week against Dean. Presbyterian plays Butler. So Harvard had a shot in the Ivy League title race. Harvard is the AMAC qualifier with last second kick 31-28. Harvard over Pennsylvania. Cornell upsets Dartmouth. Dartmouth had a chance, still has a shot for the FCS playoffs, possibly, but Harvard, it looks like they're going to be most likely probably going to be the AMAC qualifier, but they have to play Yale and ESPNU, and if they beat Yale, they're going to the FCS playoffs as the AMAC qualifier. Fordham 31-3 over Georgetown. That one. Kentucky 48-6 over Murray State. 36-13 for Stanford Chattanooga. 23-20 Tennessee State over Gardner. Citadel 30-17 over Wofford. Number 10 Alabama blew out Mercer 52-7. 31-25 Elon over Maine. 30-27 Eastern Kentucky over Austin Peay. 54-45 Southeast Missouri State over Western Illinois. Tennessee Tech 10 over UT Martin. That one. Southeast Missouri with 9-2. They have a really good shot to go to FCS playoffs. And we have Mercer has an FCS playoff berth in the picture. Even with the loss, it doesn't matter. They know it might be a money game or something. We have East Texas A&M 41-40 win. Last play, last touch. Over Houston Christian. Northern McNeese beat Northwestern State 35-3. Northwestern State falls to 1-11 on the year. Their only chance for a win is against Houston Christian. They've had a bunch of shots for some games. There were a lot of them close. So we'll see. South Dakota State beats Southern Illinois 41-10. Jackson State beats Alabama State. And Jackson State is going to the SWAC tailgame. SWAC has a conference tailgame. And they don't go to the FCS playoffs. It's going to be them and Slade. With their win awards, the Penn left 31-9 because they do two divisions. Texas Southern 17-14 Redstone Cookman. 27-20 Incarnate Ward Steve F. Weston. Incarnate Ward 9-2. They have a good hope shot for the FCS playoffs. And loser right here. Between Abilene Christian and Turton. Abilene Christian might be eliminated, but if Turton State loses, they could both be in, but they'd be thin shots. So Idaho is taking Weber State at Idaho at Eastern Plus. Abilene Christian at Turton State at Southeastern. And the big one, Montana State UC is at Eastern on ESPNU Plus. I'm surprised this isn't on ESPNU because they're showing text. They're showing and Tennessee, Georgia commands. So I'm surprised they're not showing another game. Montana State UC is an ESPN Plus game with the ESPN. And we have some games here going on. So updates. We have Syracuse 33-17 over California. 23-17, Sam Houston over Kansas State. Penn State 42-3 over Purdue. 35-7, Notre Dame over Virginia. 31-21, SMU over West College. 35-21, Louisville over Stanford. 13 LSU Florida. 38-17, South Florida Charlotte. 21-17, USC over Nebraska. 35-20, West Virginia, Baylor over West Virginia. 17-14, Georgia Southern Troy. 24-20, Old Dominion over UMass. 2-6, South Carolina over Missouri. 7 Arkansas State, Georgia State halftime. In 8 minutes, the first quarter, Maryland Rutgers and Maryland Squirrels. You have Utah State beat Hawaii 55-10 and 28-0. Air Force over Oregon State 38-16. Illinois over Michigan State. There's a few games here in televised. You have number 13 Boise State, San Jose State, and CBS Sports Network. Arizona State, Kansas State on ESPN. Those two teams are fighting for it. Boise State needs a win because be one of the Group 1, the Group of 5 conference champions. Not likely again. We won't be on that group. Top 5 conference champions make it, but it's going to be the 4 Power 5 4s in the Group of 5. You don't know this group of 4. There's the 4 Power 4 in the Pac-12 one. And both of them are fighting for their college playoffs. Oops. South Alabama and Louisiana. If they stay in, you may have a shot. I mean, Tulane and Army have shots as well. Tulane won. And Army has a shot too. As well. Tulane is 9-2. And they take on good Minnesota Memphis on Thanksgiving. Their next match. Army is 9-1, defeated, one rank higher than Tulane, so we'll see. They play Notre Dame, then they play UTSA and Army Navy. So they could play Tulane for the FCS, or the American Conference Championship. You have Boise State was to lose, or in one of these games, or not be win the conference championship. Liberty 35-34 over Massachusetts and Overton. As you can see here, there's a bunch of games. But when we have Louisiana, they could sneak in as a top 25 team. And they're playing South Alabama on ESPN Plus at 7 Eastern. So it's your Southern Miss, Texas State. I understand why that's on the ESPN Plus. Texas State favored by a big margin. And Southern Miss is not eligible. These FBS teams, even though they get a lot more of the games on TV than FCS does, even FBS, they play a bunch of games on ESPN Plus. Especially they're either 2 teams that are unranked, 2 teams that are not bowl eligible, or it's a not bowl eligible game. Like a opposite game at Southern Miss, Texas State. You have number 1 Oregon at Wisconsin, Southern Eastern NBC. Number 7 Tennessee, number 2 Georgia, Southern Eastern ABC, and Simulcast ESPN Plus. That's all ABC broadcasts are being simulcast on ESPN Plus for now. Well, a lot of them are. And we have New Mexico State, Texas, number 15, and number 15, Texas A&M. That's a big blow. That's why it's on Syracuse, Central Eastern. We have Forest North Carolina, Syracuse, Eastern. We have Cincinnati, Iowa State, and Fox. Iowa State was perfect this year. Then they had their big upset over. They got upset by Texas Tech. So right over UCF got upset in Texas Tech. 20 cents. So in Kansas upset them again. And then we have UAB taking Memphis at Eastern. What number 18 Washington State and New Mexico at 9:30 Eastern FS1. The FS1 having 3 staggered non-traditional game teams to do with basketball. And then we have Washington State and New Mexico. And then Washington State needs to be just because they're affiliated with Pac-12, they cannot win a conference championship. this year. No, because they only play one game. Washington State, Oregon State, and that'll be the winner for the conference title game. And they know that, so they both play each other though. And then Washington State still needs to be ranked. Still needs to be work their way up. But if they stay unbeaten, like if they go like 11-1, 10-9-1, then 10-1, 11-1, they can work their way up, and other teams below them fall, above them fall. They could get in. They could get in. Number 6, BYU. They're not playing their best, but they've been struggling a little bit. We'll see. They've been limping by a little bit. Oklahoma State in up there. So we'll see if they can win. And then San Diego State at UNLV at 10:30 Sports Rock.